World of YouTube, terrible sight here. And wow, I have to put an honor to this person that was brutally murdered for no stupid reasons, senseless reasons, and it's just like, wow, what was this other person thinking? But then again, it's stuff like this that I like to show that makes me always on defense, always prepared for a fight, always thinking of the unexpected, because you can't make this up and you can't just say, I have no worries in the world and I don't have no reason to do anything to protect myself because I have no worries in the world. Or that certain person that sits there and says, I can't believe this happened in my town. This is a good town. You know what? It doesn't matter where you live, what you do. And I always tell in my videos when I'm talking on a subject like this is you got to be having these or anything preparing you for the worst. Because you'll never know what's going to happen, man. So I want to take a moment of silence before I begin. And like I say, oh man, always expect the unexpected. You just can't sit there and let your guard down for nothing. And it's stories like this is why I made myself to the person who I am to be today. Some people might call that crazy, but whatever the case may be, I always gotta feel like I should at least give this, and give it advice. And the way I brought myself up throughout time is these always prepared to swing any type of, I don't care what it is. I've been in so many situations, man, that I've always needed this. So the Lululemon murder was so shockingly violent that screams could be heard through the store's walls. Now this is very also ridiculous, and shame on the people who were within this store that did nothing. Even a security guard shook it off, shrugged it off. Shame on him. Shame on the other employees that were in an Apple store, mind you, and could hear the yelling. You know what? Commotion and yelling and screaming always don't lead to just a little drama, as they say, or a little argument, as they say. Because whatever this woman was thinking, man, wow. And the woman who was brutally murdered, mind you, had 300 and something 30 wounds to her, and there were 4 different weapons used. And why in a yoga shop would a woman, need tools in a yoga shop like an adjustable wrench? Unless someone was doing some work in there with the shelving and stuff, but what the how you gonna pull out an adjustable wrench? I mean, it shows it in the picture, but if that is the case, it's like, what the The only thing I can think of is, fixing shelving, nuts and bolts, whatever, but wow. So, as you can see, we go on the base lifestyle. No one in their minds would have expected to, have this department store, have this kind of brutal attack. Oh my God, brutally killed her co-worker. Her name is Brittany Norwood. And accused the other girl, which is Jania, Murray. Stealing yoga pants. Of course, what escalated on this was for everybody to hear, asking her why, what are you doing, look at me, talk to me, whatever she was saying. But yet, what in someone's mind is just gonna sit there and just snap beyond recognition to just start slamming a wrench, or on someone's friggin' head. And they were saying that the victim had so much defensive wounds trying to defend herself. And this girl just kept going. It's like, what? Whether or not this woman had mental issues is the thing. Mentally deranged, mentally, disabled is the question. And obviously, I don't even need to, look into this girl's background. She probably had some very mental state signs that were shown and just literally blew off. She could have an anger problem also. Disrupted mood orders, how do they call it? I got a symptom of it's called what is it called? It's just one of them irregular things that you just blow up and get but I can control myself. I only let little parts of my blow ups come out. And that's all I need to make a statement. But this girl, man, wow. She probably, what year was this? 2011. Yeah, she probably back then and who knows what built up between these girls too. Say so, jealousy. This Norwood could have, in the story she gave, only speculates how mentally ill she was. Because she not only killed this girl brutally, but she tried staging the scene. The two guys sexually assaulted her, told her to move her car, walked around in 14 size shoes of men's to make it look like that there were men there. The story goes on. I'll put the whole thing in the description, but here's the leggings that she supposedly the girl stole. But who knows what the relationship was or whatever it was between the girls. And she turned in. Murray had reported. Oh, wait a minute. Murray had reported Norwood. Oh, there's another most likely been stolen. Murray. See, this is what I don't get. Murray's the victim, but Murray had to report Norwood. But she didn't discuss the matter with her face-to-face. Norwood had really realizing that she had been caught. Oh, Norwood stole the pants. See, this kind of was confusing in the beginning. So she got caught. Sorry about that. And killed Murray, right? I mean, I just gazed through this article, but at first it sounded like that Norwood caught her stealing the pants, but it wasn't. But whatever, it doesn't matter. Stealing pants, and you're gonna kill somebody over that, and just go brutally insane. Whether or not this girl, she's thinking facing jail time. I mean, she had some very bad mental illness. Norwood did. It doesn't even matter who stole the pants, because you know what? Oh, man. And this is another thing, how sick this girl was, because they were both found the next morning. Norwood was found in the store bathroom by a co-worker. She was supposedly tied up. Frazzled. Whatever the frick that means. She gave herself self-inflicted wounds also. But, it was just, oh man. How could someone just do this? I mean, mental illness, I can detect right offhand because, of course, if anybody hasn't known yet or watched the video that I talk about it, I've lived in a family of mental illness and around people with mental illness pretty much all my life. I've met a lot of people in my life with mental illness, boy, and I'll tell you, it ain't no joke. I have mental illness. You wouldn't know it because I've practiced the law in my life to only reveal it to the deserving, as you may say. And it ain't innocent people either. It's people like, say so, bad guys and women. Now, if I was to work with someone like this and this person was flipping out and this person was going to do what she's going to do, oh man, I would have had my guard right up. Fist would have been right in her face. You get away from me, you're going to touch me, you're going to get this. Who knows how it went down, though, and how that woman, must have surprise attacked her from behind. Like I say, man, I'm always looking, man. I'm always got my head just, swinging around. And this poor girl probably didn't have the street smarts to do that. And this is, 330 wounds from various items turned into weapons. And I'm going to say this is one of them. But 6 weapons. A hammer, a knife, a wrench, a rope, and a metal pole. So, Jesus, man. Just the thoughts that went through this woman's mind. Just because she got caught stealing yoga pants. Oh, hell no. Fractured skull, severed spinal cord. That means, she jumped her from the back. But there she is. The beating was actively fighting back hard as she could. And I mean, it's just sad and sick. Here you have the manipulate the crime scene by making footprints. So she literally took shoes off the shelves within the store, and instead of being a smart person and disposing of the shoes, but I'm sure they would have caught and tracked that down the line, maybe to say, if someone recognized them from that store, and even if it was or could have happened, but to say, hey, there's a pair of shoes missing from stock, and look into stolen goods is right. But here she is stomping around the store with this, and whatever the hell she was thinking Norwood of driving a car down the street. If you got brutally attacked, you're not going to take your freaking car down the street. Another stupid mistake. So, I mean, this girl wasn't too bright. She was very dumb. But, like I said, and I strongly will agree, will say, not agree. I agree with myself. That she was mentally ill and never diagnosed with whatever the hell she had. Explosive disorder, that's what it's called. And she rightfully had an explosive disorder, along with probably, severe sides of depression. She definitely had a judgmental character to her against, other women, because for someone to just get caught and, say, hey, shut up, I'll put him back on the shelf, whatever, I'm sorry, and just make it up that way. No, she explodes. You're not going to you turn me in, or she did turn her in, she didn't know. So that probably really what fueled the fire. But just to do this shit, man. Always beware of your surroundings. And I'll tell you, I worked with quite a few people that were just loopy, man. It was like, and I always made it known to stay away from me. I don't like you, and I made it known. And, I showed my side of craziness. That's another thing I do. If I feel like I'm in a predicament that will turn into danger, oh yeah, I just start doing weird things myself. A defense mode that I've made of myself. You know, I've been through a lot of crap in my life, and I always make sure that whatever's out there is known that I'm not to be reckoned with. I mean, I don't like to be, pinned and cornered and, just, hey, man, and get that crazy feeling like someone on you gonna do something. It's like, whoo. And I've been through a lot of predicaments like that. I've drank with the homeless on the tracks. I've been up in the upper society of, of the rich. Hang with the rich, slept with the poor type thing, drank with the poor. That's right. I could walk up the ladder and I can come back down as easy as that. Because I don't forget where I come from. But I can't say that this girl came, whatever, it don't even say, and I would like to know what her state of living was, how she grew up, because that would tell a lot about a person like Norwood. So, I mean, I can tell you right now, though, I would put money on it that she had a lot of mental illness. And whatever the diagnosis may be, explosive disorder, ADHD, severe depression, a multi-personality. It's just scary of what is out there. And everybody down into the bottom of the nitty-gritty question is, of that question to be answered, is that you gotta be prepared. Never let your guard down, folks. You'll never know. And even people like this man. The family. Oh yeah, look at them sick individuals. Sick, sick, sick. Yep. Gonna make it look like a racist crime they did and all backfired in their face. Sick world, man. You don't know what the hell's out there. And it is people like this. I grew up around someone like that, boy. Twist of a dime, just a flip of the dime, and two sides of personality. And I can say that, I grew up with that person, not knowing that side of him, and I won't reveal who he is, but I can tell you, very close I was to that man in the beginning, but his side decided to change on me, turn on me, and that was the worst thing that man could ever have done. He got my side that I grew up and made of myself towards scary monsters. I'll tell you, I did get back at that. But anyways, enough of my dark secrets. I'm always for the good. I always want to make sure that life hopefully will change to the better. Get rid of the dark, scary monsters. Because who needs them? Who wants them? And why should they be living here anyways? Sick world we have, people. Sick world. And when you got people with mental illness not looked at, you have this. But anyways, I always say is right. Keep your head up. Keep these prepared. And be safe and take care. You'll never know when that coworker, that person in the car next to you, that person at the shopping mall will happen to say, "Oh, I'm gonna switch today." You stupid idiots, man. But I wonder why online is killing all the malls, because you can't even go out and be safe no more. No, of course not. You got idiots like this. Oh, man, what the hell? Why? Still fresh in the mind of the 80s, man. All the boys and me and the friends and, everybody out there doing what we do best is all changed. It's ridiculous that you're locked up in a friggin' prison cell is right. They didn't even do nothing. But at least I got the fans. I appreciate each and every one of you joining. Welcome to my journey. And I will always leave you in suspense of what I'm going to come up with next. That is the greatest thing about my channel. I come out with the damnedest things. Of course, I've been a little bit busy. Like I always say, if anybody got something they want me to look over, throw me a comment. Like I say, without the fans, there is no bands. Even though I'm not a band, I wanted to start one, but hey. This is just close enough, I could say. Throw out my name, Tearful Sight. Welcomes you. I hope you stick long enough to find out what happens in my full journey of life. Hopefully I don't die before then. And you will not be disappointed. Here. Out.